rock the moldy pancakes. Don't get anxious that it ain't breakfast time, 'cause anytime's the right time, anytime's the right time for pancakes. When I make your pancakes, I'll add to the batter a little bit of cinnamon, vanilla, some fresh fruit on the top or the side. I know berries you're not quite a fan of, so maybe some fresh sliced bananas on your pancakes. Mix it up good and slow.
Jim said, say pancakes one more time, mother.
I like that song. It's catchy.
It's catchy. It gets stuck in your head, man.
Who sings
that? That is Kurt Turner, local artist here in the Holly Springs area. And we do want to thank him for letting us use that as our theme song.
Is that our
for
theme
this
song
season.
now?
For this season, at least.
And he wrote it for his kids while he was making pancakes, right?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Well, I didn't run that by me. I would have given it a thumbs down.
Yeah, that's why we didn't. That's why
you
got outvoted without even.
I would
taking
think
the vote.
he'd resent you using like a novelty song to present him with. So that's
I specifically asked his permission, man.
I didn't know it either, but I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
it is. It is. And look, we're twinning tonight
in small doses.
Look at that.
Yeah. We're twinning without even knowing it. We didn't call each other.
Hey, Patty out there talking about pancakes. I want to say thank you, Patty, for the sunglasses. She got me these, and I gave them to me over the weekend. So that's Zen's wife hooking me up with some new shades.
They look good.
Yeah,
nice. They match your outfit.
I like it. We're back to the old mics tonight. The table. We're bringing the old format back, but
it feels like home.
Some new stuff. It does.
It feels like
home. It's good to be back.
It feels good. Thank you guys for joining.
Hey Zen, what's up, man? It's good. We even got the behind the scenes cam over here so you can kind of see what's going on with all the. Anyway,
we got all sorts of cool cameras and better lighting.
Good stuff. That's right. Better lighting. That
makes us look better.
Well, without further ado, I think it's time that we bring Marty up. If you know what I'm saying.
I don't like to wear sunglasses. I like to show the bags under my eyes.
Marty likes to wear sunglasses a lot at night too.
Yeah, I have.
Not tonight.
I have the bags too, Jim. The color of the day, though, is highlighter.
Right.
And we didn't even know it.
This was white, but it was all wrong, so I fixed it.
Did you wash it with something green?
No, I highlighted it. It took me like 4 hours.
Hey, so isn't it my turn? Yeah.
It's a friendly reminder that the Maverick Rose Music Hour is brought to you by Rescue Wood Rehab. Marty.
Yes, Maverick, and good evening. And what is Rescue Wood Rehab?
Well, it's more than wood; it's an experience.
It is. In fact, it's walking into an environment that's friendly, and the smell of the wood shop, and a fun and creative staff.
Is Dylan there?
And Dylan's there. Yeah, Dylan's there. And
don't forget Keith and Max and Caleb.
Keith and Max and Caleb. And Amber.
And
Amber. And
who's Amber?
Amber is the shop dog, and she's making her first podcast appearance tonight right below me. We'll get her a camera at some point.
This is her debut.
Yes, it's her debut.
We'll get her a cam.
She's taking it easy.
She was really excited.
Patty both say hello, Marty. So.
Well, hello.
You didn't give us the "Hey Woodman" though this time.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Was Amber excited to be on her first podcast?
Amber is super excited. In fact, she's got the leash very taut right now, so I'm holding on tight.
Because there's another puppy.
You know who else is excited? Gemini. And remember, if you hear me say Gemini, then you take a big drink of whatever you got with you. So whether you're at home, here in the bar, or whatever, if it's alcohol, if it's water, if it's tea, if it's soda, take a big drink. Because the more you drink, the better we sound, the better I look.
Oh, I hear the shaking and stirring down there.
That's right.
Yeah.
We got master bartender back there, the mixologist himself, Andy, at the bar, right there behind Marty.
I can hear him. I can hear him.
Mixing it up. So
I went to 2 radio stations today.
Okay.
Recorded 3 commercials.
That's why your voice sounds buttery smooth.
And potentially sold a table. So you guys have a great show.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Amber.
We'll catch up with you later.
We gotta get Amber on camera because she is so darn cute.
That man got his own intro. I love it.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Oh, it's Marty. I got to be careful because when I play that, it summons him. So
I might need that.
He just
then.
sat down. That's right. That's right.
He runs away a lot.
Oh no!
Yeah, you
Don't
know.
go asking for Astro Bar for next year's theme.
What's Astro Bar?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask for it later in the show.
I don't even know what it is.
When we get to the music portion, I'll be like, "Hey, can we get you?" To
Once
play
again,
Astro Bar?
things are over my head.
Jim and I have a lot of inside jokes.
I thought we shit canned that Jim and I thing.
No, sir.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
I was outvoted.
Back
No,
by
you
popular
weren't.
demand.
I wasn't outvoted.
No.
I was so.
That was a 2 out of 3.
They didn't give me a vote either.
I know. I just
I
don't
vetoed
know
it.
on everything.
Wait,
was
is,
on my
is
desk and I
Maverick like
vetoed it.
king?
I guess so.
Oh, okay. It must
He's
be
a
nice to be king.
Dictator of this show, if you know what I mean.
Oh my gosh! Heavy on the
You
dick,
notice he's
small
not
on the
wearing
tater.
our colors.
Yeah.
He's not wearing our colors.
That's right.
He
Hey,
didn't-
Zen said he likes Astro Bar. We should. He said Astro Bar. Yes.
I don't know. Thank you, Zen.
Yeah, man. Astro Bar is
Is that one of your
classic.
songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of my
30-second
It's
commercial.
it's short, but it's epic. It gets everything that it needs to get done. And if he
So-
describes the video that he has in mind for it to you, we'll talk to him.
Should we
about
show it
later.
on the podcast then?
We should. Yeah, we should.
Now you have
I don't know.
everybody.
He's probably already got songs ready. I don't want to put him on
No,
the spot.
I don't.
Astro-
Now you have
well,
everybody wanting to
Then
hear
you're
it.
gonna have to stick around, and we'll encourage Jim to play Astro Bar later, and he can talk about the video and all that. And
He looks like he really wants to.
it's epic. Astro Bar is epic.
What's it about?
A candy bar.
Hey Zen, come on,
candy
man.
bar.
Zen said you guys know how lead singers can be.
Oh, Zen's on our side. Did Zen get any votes on anything?
I think Zen's wearing highlighter yellow over there at the house. He didn't tell me, man.
Isn't it funny that we are wearing the same colors without knowing it, but just the
That's right.
opposite?
That's right.
Quite hilarious.
It's gonna be one of those nights, people. I hope you buckled up.
I
'cause
love
we're
those
ready for it.
nights.
That's
I
right.
love those
That's right.
nights.
So tell people where they can find us, Darcy.
Everything about Maverick Rose is on the Maverick Rose. No.
MaverickRoseMusic.com.
MaverickRoseMusic.com. See, they were yelling at me because I keep calling it the Maverick Rose Music. I kept calling it.
Right there.
I keep calling it Maverick Rose Music
There
Hour
it
when
is.
I post stuff, but it's the Maverick Rose Music Hour.
That's right.
Which you can find us on Facebook and Instagram
YouTube.
and YouTube, which is where we are now. And we'd
That's right.
love some likes, shares, and follows. We really appreciate
Crowd.
all that you do for that.
Yeah, crowd interaction's everything to us.
It
so
really
any kind
is.
of feedback, fun stuff that
And
you
we
got.
and we really want to blow up our YouTube channel.
And actually, one of our videos got a comment. I want to thank the viewer out there, but they said that Jim was pronouncing when he says Christopher Lambert because he is French. You are pronouncing it correctly.
Okay.
So they did comment on that earlier.
And
this
we
week, so I
love the
wanted to-
comments. We love
Yeah,
the
we do.
feedback, but we'd
Yep.
really love a subscription on YouTube. We want to blow this up.
That's right. Like, favorite, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things.
And subscribing is free.
is.
So you
likes-
don't even have to commit that much.
That's
likes,
right.
shares, and follows. That sounds like a biblical passage.
It
could
might be.
As
It could be.
Jesus roamed the wastelands.
Did people
The
like
Book of Zuckerberg.
meta? Yeah, but we appreciate it. We very much do. So thank
That's
you.
Marty being biblical. He
Killing
puts
me, man.
he
Killing
puts
me.
the dude in Deuteronomy.
Well, I do want to say something before we go any further. We are live on location at the wonderful Niche Wine Lounge here in Holly Springs. Big shout out to Ted. This is Ted's place, man.
This is Ted's
and we do it
place.
up
You should
here.
call it Ted's place,
We
Ted.
should, man. That's right.
We
said it's
come
on the
visit.
place.
We
That's
come
right.
visit.
So
we appreciate it.
We thank you for being our home away from home and where everybody gets to gather here each and every week. So
And letting us
remember,
take over.
Wednesday nights, you can come out here and be on location live for the podcast, 7:00. And after the podcast portion, we'll do a full performance for an hour and play some songs. And
You
just have
guys
a
are a
good
lot
time.
of fun.
Yeah.
You're a lot
for
of
sure.
fun. Jim, you're fun.
So come on out and be on location with us.
So I've been told.
Yeah, you
People
are.
do continually tell him that, much to his chagrin.
Chagrin.
Chagrin. That's a great word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try to stump you again, Jim.
Oh
But I
my.
don't
Look
know
out.
that you're gonna be stumped on these. But so we actually had a viewer request.
Hey, wait.
Oh, am I ahead of myself?
Wait.
Oh, because we have some new graphics.
Billboard hits.
That's right.
How long did it take you to write that?
Like 20 minutes. No, we're good.
What did it say?
A lot longer than it should. It said, hold on, I got to put the graphic back up.
I get my own.
Darcy's Billboard hits.
Darcy's billboard hits.
That's right. That's right.
But it's a cool graphic. You'll see it.
told you it's got to be between 65 and 70, 64 and 73.
Jake says, we appreciate you, Ted. All my homies love Ted.
We love it. Thank
That's
you.
right.
So this was actually
Sorry, that one's for Ted.
you're getting a little too antsy with the board over there.
Sorry.
All right. This was actually a viewer write-in for the week of February 7th, 1976.
It's out of my
I don't
We'll
think
see.
so. I
We'll
really
see.
don't think so. Number 10, breaking up is hard to do.
Neil Sedaka.
There you go.
See, he's on it.
He's already on it.
Wow.
9, convoy.
We got ourselves a convoy.
Jerry Reed.
Nope.
No, wait a minute.
This was a one-hit
It's a
wonder.
one-hit, yeah.
It was a one-hit wonder.
But I can't think of the guy's name right now.
Well,
Somebody quick in the comments.
Sam Peckinpah made a movie based on that song, which killed me. Because I love Sam Peckinpah.
Oh, well.
And that movie was...
So who sang Convoy?
Who is it?
C.W. McCall. All right, this one I don't know that you're going to
Fake
get,
name
but you
of
might
somewhere.
because of the Rockford Files. Theme from SWAT.
I don't know if it's Mike Post and Pete Carpenter.
No, but that's a good one. Rhythm Heritage.
Okay.
All right.
70s. I was out, man.
Times of Your Life, number 7. It was a commercial, too. It was a Kodak commercial.
I don't think I know that one.
Really?
I'm going to stump both of
That's
us on
Green
that
Day, right?
No, no, hey, up here.
This
That's
was
what I'm talking
This
about.
was a big Kodak commercial. Maybe it was
Who
one
is
of the
it?
first ones. Paul
just-
Anka.
Can we just pause for a second? Jim just knew the title of a Green Day song. Like, what is happening?
I like some of their stuff.
Yeah, man.
All right. This is a great song. Love Roller Coaster, number 6.
Roller coaster.
That's it.
of love.
Who sings it?
I don't know.
Wow. Anybody?
You're before my time.
Wow. Ohio Players.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Should have known that.
All right. Number 5, Sing a Song. You guys know
The
this.
new Christie Minstrels.
What?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
All right. I told you I can only do 64 to 73. That's
Well,
where I
we-
guarantee
All
you.
right.
We're 3 years
But
away.
that's okay.
All right.
We do
Number
this.
4, I Write the Songs.
I write the songs
We know that.
the whole world sings.
Barry.
Barry Manilow.
That's right.
All right. Number 3, You Sexy Thing.
You sexy thing.
I don't know. One of them guys.
I believe in miracles. I can sing all these. I just don't know them.
Hot Chocolate. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Number 2, Love to Love You, Baby.
Love you, baby.
Who sings
Yeah,
it?
I don't.
You don't know who sings
I know all of these songs. I can tell you.
Donna Summer.
Okay. all right.
Goddess. Okay, you
Yes,
guys
indeed.
are both going to know this one. Number 1,
All right.
50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
Hey, Paul Simon.
Did you know that?
Of course he did.
Yes.
Because I
Yeah.
make a joke about it every week at open mic.
Do you?
By the way, come on out to open mic each and every Thursday out here at Niche Wine Lounge from 7 to 11 o'clock. As long as you don't drop any F-bombs or play wagon wheel, we'll let you do whatever you like up here.
No
All right.
wagon wheel. No wagon wheel.
That's right.
All right, I got to go back to last week when we
Yes.
were playing Highlander. And one of the questions was favorite lead singer of a band
Yes.
or something
you
to
had
that
time
effect.
to simmer on
The
it.
best.
Yes.
I did, and I missed some of the best.
Okay.
Michael McDonald,
Okay.
Doobie Brothers,
Yep.
Dennis DeYoung,
Yep.
Styx,
Sticks. Yep.
Steve Perry,
Yep. Journey.
Journey,
Yeah.
right? Which leads into my conversation of when a lead singer leaves a band
Yes.
and they're replaced.
Jim doesn't shed one tear.
What does that do to the band? And would you go see Steve Perry?
Yeah, it depends on the band. So obviously, I'm opinionated about this because I'm in a Van Halen tribute band, which
Right.
they've had 3 lead singers, arguably, depending on how
3?
you look at it. Yeah, Gary Sharon was their 3rd. They did 1 album with him, and then
I don't even
went
know
back.
him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Van Halen 3 was horrible. Don't listen to it. But anyway,
Don't even know it.
yeah, don't. I wouldn't bother. But it's you've got the diehards who are like the original format is the only version of the band that matters, and
Right.
you've got people who are like, this is interesting. Let's see where the direction goes.
But
Like,
is it like seeing a cover band if it's not the original lead singer who made the song so popular?
it depends, right? It depends because, like, again, using Van Halen as an example, Van Hagar, as a lot of people call it, completely different band. I
It
mean,
was.
they don't even sound the same. And Sammy refused to sing Dave's songs.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Are they even
so they
singing
just
their
did it
songs?
was all new. So the first tour that they went on, they played pretty much their entire first album with him, in
Right.
its entirety. And then I think he did like one of their songs. I think they did like Ain't Talking About Love or something. And he would like he did Jump, and he would pull people up on stage and have the fans sing
Let
it.
them sing it.
Yeah. So in that case, it
And
is.
they hate each other.
They do.
I heard him on Howard Stern. He was talking about
Yeah,
it.
it's rough. I actually
Yeah.
saw their tour when they were on tour together, and it was intense.
Yeah,
There's a
they
lot-
didn't
there's a
like
lot
it.
of- lot
They
of
didn't
not
like
good
it.
stuff, yeah. And then you've got bands like AC/DC, where when the singer dies and then the new singer comes in, those are big shoes to fill. Sometimes it works out okay. Obviously, with AC/DC, worked out okay.
And that's maybe almost a
Um,
different way, being somebody just leaving as opposed to somebody passing away and it wasn't expected. And then, you have Journey who hired that young kid who
Right.
sounds exactly
Yeah.
like Steve Perry.
Yep.
So then
Yep.
you're really getting the Journey
Experience,
same
yeah.
experience. And I don't even know what Styx did because Dennis Young has
Yeah,
such a
you
different
can't.
voice.
You can't. It's and then Linkin Park just went through this because
Did
Chester
they?
passed away, and then the decision that they chose was to go and replace him with a female singer, so that no one's making that comparison.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, because anybody that goes in there, they're going to get hammered. So
Yeah.
just go in a completely different direction. Just do something.
Takes a lot of guts to take that over. Although
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a break for somebody, right?
Sure.
And so many are touring right now.
Two things. Zen says that he would change his choice on lead singer to Brendan Urie of Panic at the Disco, he is fantastic.
Okay.
And then British Jim says Genesis was better with Phil Collins when he took over for Peter Gabriel after he left. Yeah, sometimes the second singer's better, or at least they develop a fan base
Right.
of their own.
Right.
Which I think that's true. Like I said, even with AC/DC, you've got the Bon Scott fans and the Brian Johnson fans, and there's people that like it all.
I'm going to tell you, I've heard Salisbury Hill like 15 times in the last week. And I mean, I'm a serious person, so I listen
Yeah.
to serious music but FM radio, Sirius radio.
Yeah.
And I have heard it on so many different stations in the last week. I don't know why. Is it like a anniversary of it or something?
I think they're just they're sort of experiencing a renaissance right now, a resurgence of their music. It's interesting to see the more chaotic that the world becomes, the more people kind of return to things that feel
It's
comfortable.
a comfort level.
And
Yeah.
those are comfort songs. They're things that strike chords with people, that settle that sort of turmoil within
I'm going to tell you, I turn it up every time I hear it.
Yeah.
And I hadn't thought about that in years.
With it, raining and stuff. But yeah, roll the windows down and just. Christy says she agrees. Yeah. What do you, Jim? You're quiet, man. What do you?
Yeah.
Two things.
Yes. A little closer to the mic, my friend.
Two things.
There we go.
$2. I want my $2.
At a 60s tribute festival, I saw Herman's Hermits without Peter Noon,
Okay.
and they were fine.
Yeah.
And what you didn't talk about, surprisingly, was Queen.
True. Well, for me, I have.
Did they keep going with the different sing? Oh, they did.
They did, and to
that
me,
guy from American Idol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's got the voice, but
I struggle with Queen because for me, Queen died with Freddie Mercury, and I think that part of that is as much as I like Brian May, he was the band. Without him, I'm not taking anything away from Adam Lambert or whatever.
Right.
Like,
Lambert.
is he? I don't know.
No,
Okay.
he's Lambert.
It's
Okay, I think
Lambert.
that was
It's
one, yeah.
Lambert.
I don't want to take anything away from it. He has a fantastic voice. They're doing a lot, and that's kind of the argument of like, it's better to have a different version of the band than not have the band at all. But like, it's not. Yeah, because they even Queen pulled Paul Rogers from Bad Company over for a little while, and they decided to stop. They were like, this isn't the way, and that was, I think, in the 80s that they did that.
Because there's a lot of
And,
80s bands touring right now without their lead singers.
Yeah, Zen says
like-
Queen isn't Queen without Freddie. Yeah, and I agree. Now, that being said, if I had tickets and they were in town, would I go see them? Yeah.
Someone gave them to you, or would you buy them?
I wouldn't buy them.
Okay. Like Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon is touring on his own right now.
Yeah.
And is he going to sing REO's songs?
Now, I struggle with this too because then there's the issue of what if the band breaks up? Do you follow the original band or do you follow the, if a big group of the guys stays together, but then the singer goes off on his own or the guitarist goes off on his own, do you follow that guy or do you follow the original band or whatever?
Depends on the music, I guess, right?
Yeah, I
What it
think
sounds
so.
like.
I think so. Like for me, when I went to see Morrissey, obviously the Smiths aren't together, but half of his set was Smith's songs. So that was, and he wrote them, so that's fine. It
Right.
wasn't like a cover show.
Right.
But some people would say that it is. If it's not the original band, it is.
I have to say, I have a hard time going to see a band where the lead singer I liked or was a big part of it isn't there. Then I feel like it's just going to see a cover band, and I could go see that locally
right.
and not pay all the money for it. Like Chicago, didn't they lose Peter Cetera too? And he was such a big voice for them as well. Are you a Chicago guy?
No,
He left, didn't he?
I think so. I don't know.
Chicago
I
is
know
the
they're
only
touring.
concert I've ever walked out of.
Really?
I went to see them at Walnut Creek, and it was the middle of July. And
Hot.
in the middle of their set, they started playing Christmas songs. They're like, "We're gonna do Christmas in July," and it was horrible. They sounded terrible.
Was Peter
the
Cetera
mix
there?
was off. No,
the
the mix was off.
He's
It
the
was just
voice to
bad.
me
So
of
that
Chicago.
is the only concert I've ever left early.
Wow.
Sparrow says Adam is great, but I'm not a fan of him with Queen. They had another random guy from YouTube, Mark Martell, that is Freddie reincarnate though.
Oh.
Mark didn't play with Queen. I always felt like it should have been him instead of Adam. Yeah. Yeah.
What did Styx do? Did they continue?
I mean they're
I
on
don't remember.
they're on tour right now, but I don't know their current lineup.
And
to
it's
be
always
honest.
interesting to me when somebody in a big band leaves, the lead singer leaves and says, I'm done. Like, wow, you worked all your life for that.
Okay. We don't need
He's
to
going to get too much with the
We don't
soundboard.
need to do that
He's going
anymore.
to get too much with it.
No, it just interesting thought about lead singers and being so much a part of a band. If you go back and you look in the early 20th century, you had big bands, and the bands were led by musicians. It wasn't led by a vocalist, right? So you had the Glenn Millers and the Tommy Dorseys and the Jimmy Dorseys and so on. And then the vocalist became the head of bands, right, or the face of bands. Sinatra was a great example of that with Jimmy Dorsey, and then going on his own, right? And that's it's an interesting transition how lead singers, and it's funny that it hasn't come back around where the musician or the band is more of the face than the singer is.
Maybe videos changed all that.
I don't
too.
know. It's an interesting thought for you guys. Have fun.
Bam.
Definitely.
But maybe videos changed that because there was such a focus. Oh my gosh.
I know they're gonna kill me. They're
Yeah,
gonna kill me.
because there was such a focus on lead singers and videos and the stories and the
Yes.
romantic lead
Yep.
when they did videos, right?
Yep.
So they kind of created that, I think.
Definitely.
What I really hate about videos is when there's like 20 seconds no music because they got some really filming,
Oh, like a movie?
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. Dennis DeYoung did that in his first solo, which was awesome. Desert Moon. Just gonna say
I would
watched
think
it the
you'd
other
be
day.
glad a different guy was singing in that band.
Why?
Wow.
Why?
Do I have to mimic Dennis DeYoung?
I'm sailing away. I know,
Lady.
Actually, Jim does a better. Go ahead, Jim. Do it.
That's more like
I love Lady. That's one of my favorite songs ever. Lady's a great
that
song.
ain't a bad
Yeah.
song.
That's a great song. He wrote it for his wife.
That's good.
Romantic.
Well, I believe it is the time of the show where we do a little Highlander action. What do you say? So,
do we have something for Highlander?
I thought we shit canned that.
It's Highlander. There can be only one.
Did you
That's
just
true.
do this like in the middle of the night?
Maybe. All right. So the way Highlander works is we're going to ask a question. There can be only one answer. So whatever you say can't be, well, I like these three things. All Nope. It's got to be just one. So
It's
let's
tough
see
to
what we
think
got.
on the fly with these.
That's right.
It really is. That's why I had to come back with some from last week because I missed some
Why
big
don't, you,
ones.
why don't you do us the honors tonight?
Should I do the honor? Okay. Jim's going to hate it no matter what it is. All right. What country makes the best music?
England.
Yeah, England, not even close. Although the
See what the
American
comments say.
history, but since the 60s, it's been England.
There's so
England,
many good
yeah.
on both. Wow.
What does the chat say? What do you guys got?
I'm going to go with USA because
Yeah.
most of my
Was
favorites
that
are from
Ireland?
here.
You said Ireland? Ireland. All right.
You got the Beatles, you got Floyd,
Yep. Zeppelin.
Zeppelin,
The Who.
all legendary.
Yeah.
Rolling Stones.
Stones,
Did you see
exactly.
Mick Jagger on the Oscars the other night?
I did not. No.
Oh, he looked great. He looked like he was having fun. It was
That's
awesome.
Yeah,
He
he's
did the
really
original
good.
song.
Sparrow says America. All right.
Yeah, I have to go with that too.
All right. You guys often agree. So
We do.
do we want to do one more? Let's do one more. What do you say?
Okay. All right. We can. Jim wasn't very
Why don't you
excited
do one,
about
Jim?
that.
Let's see what we got.
If I can do it like a chef with one.
Zen says tough, but he'll say U.S.
It,
Jim British Jim says Oasis.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Yeah, I don't feel like putting on my glasses.
No, all right.
This is really little writing. Oh, this is long. Build the perfect band. One singer, one drummer, one bass, keys, one rhythm guitar, one lead guitar. Any artist, dead or alive.
All right.
I don't know that I understand the last part of that.
Any artists that are alive, yeah.
Yeah, this one's over my head. You guys do this one. I can't say.
Build your perfect band.
The Beatles.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Go ahead, you build.
Jim's is built. Jim's was built a long time ago.
Let's see.
One singer.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Is that what you put in first, or do you put in the musicians first?
Yeah, I'll go singer first. So
All right.
give me Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
Oh, okay.
I want
Drummer.
Keith Moon from The Who.
Okay.
John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin on bass because he also plays keys.
Okay.
And
Guitar's the big one.
Rhythm
Yeah.
and lead.
David Gilmour on lead from Pink Floyd. And
Rhythm.
George Harrison on rhythm.
Really?
Yeah,
That surprised me.
Lennon was a better rhythm player than George.
It's his band.
That's my band.
All right.
I'm not in this one at all. I've got no knowledge of this.
Build your band in
No,
the comments. though.
Billy Joel and Elton John on piano, both on one.
Oh, dueling
yeah,
piano.
okay.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. And that's it. That's all you
it.
need.
You're
All right,
That's
so
all you need.
I heard a Jim Morrison for lead singer out there. What else? Keep going.
Drummer.
No Primus for a bassist?
Yeah, right.
Guitar. No, they're out too.
All right, they're out. They tapped
This is a
out.
tough
All
one.
right.
Whoever
It is
put this
tough.
one in, you
That is
know,
tough.
No,
boo.
It ain't a bad one, but
It's,
That's right.
yeah.
if
Who-
I was
who's
going
your
to
s-
sculpt a band, you know, if I cut the Beatles out of it, because they
Yeah.
weren't as
Richie somebody for
Richie Sambora from Bon Jovi for guitar. Yeah, that's good. Richie's good.
What about Slash? Shouldn't he be in there somewhere? I don't know.
Maybe if you're a Slash fan.
I'd go Hendrix on guitar, I'd go Entwistle on bass.
Into the mic, man.
Hendrix on guitar, Keith Moon on drums too, so let me switch to McCartney on bass.
Aren't you just sort of no?
Hendrix, McCartney, Moon, what am I, oh, rhythm guitar. I don't want to go another Who member, because Townsend would be the rhythm guy, but I'm done.
This is a tough one.
Zen says he's going to have to think on it for the whole show. British Jim said Maverick is a singer, Jim on lead guitar, Ray on bass, and Johnny G on the drums.
I thought Jim was going to be on the drums. British Jim. Apparently not.
Well, I would like that, but I don't think he likes that.
I think he likes it more than
I'm
he
not even a
admits.
lead guitar player either. But thank
Christy-
you.
Christy says singer Florence Welsh, Phil Collins on drums, Hendrix on guitar. So
Lawrence Welk.
Welsh.
Oh.
Yep. So please, go ahead into the comment section there and throw together your favorite band for us. We'd like to hear how you would build your perfect band. So something to ponder on for sure.
We might talk about it next week
Combination of
again.
proper artists. That's
after
right.
we think about it.
Well, that brings us on to what does Jim think?
Jim thinks a lot.
What does Jim think?
Talk to us, Jim.
Is that you or Kurt singing?
No comment.
He called it.
I paid for these on Fiverr.
What am I deep diving?
Deep dive whatever,
Whatever you
want.
like, my friend.
I can,
Everybody likes hearing.
I
what
can
you
do
deep
part
dive.
9 of the 60s, or I can do a little thing on why the early Beatles are the best songwriters.
I agree, Christy. Florence and the Machine, fantastic band, and she is a great singer. Yep, definitely.
I think you do whatever
Or I
feels
can
right.
do, I don't know.
You don't have a whole piece of paper. It's just a little.
No.
That's because his apartment complex didn't send out any notes this week.
Or expressions that don't make any sense. Like, can't win for losing. What the hell does that mean? or the proof is in the pudding.
There's probably a reason for that.
I don't mind them little tapiokas in the pudding.
Yeah.
Ew,
Yeah.
those are nasty.
Chunky.
Ew. Yeah. That's not a good word
You
when
gotta
you're
chew
eating.
it. You gotta
That's
chew
not a
it.
good word when you're eating. Not at all.
All right, quickly, part 9 of my 60s thing was going to be AM, FM, which was like singles or albums kind of deal.
Yep.
And FM actually standing for frequency modulation, which actually had better quality. And
What do you mean single albums? Singles or albums.
singles, 45.
Yeah.
I'm saying FM would play album cuts.
Oh.
AM would play singles. Sometimes they coexisted. For instance, Light My Fire had a 2-minute and 52 version single, but if you listen on FM, you're going to get the whole 7 minutes and 6 seconds. Inagata Davida, 2 minutes and 52 on AM. On FM, you'd get the whole 17 minutes and 5 seconds. And stuff like that. So,
But then why? Okay, I'm going to ask a question that's stupid. Why was when Elton John put out Funeral for a Friend and it was so long, it was such a big deal that it was such a long song being played? Or is this because you're talking about in the 60s and it was different?
It was different. After the death of I don't want to say the death of AM, it still exists today, but AM used to be the primary format. And when they went to FM, when FM first came along, as Jim's pointing out, they played a lot of album cuts, full-length stuff. That was the norm.
Right.
But once everyone sort of transitioned that they were mainly listening on FM, then everything got cut down to single format. You got the 3 minutes, cut it down
Right.
to 305 kind
Right.
of thing. And so then long songs, November Rain, whatever, like all that stuff, they're like, this is the, we're going to go take a smoke break. Like,
Right,
they make
right.
jokes about it, but it used to be kind of the other way around.
Okay.
Now on AM, people will play all kinds of stuff. That's where you get the unusual format stuff.
Yeah, I always think of
But
AM
yeah,
now as
it was a
talk.
different time.
Yeah.
so it was like that transition was like 67, 68, which went along with all of a sudden it was albums had more import than 45s, thanks to, what was that band? Oh, yeah, the Beatles. No, nobody was making whole good albums. It'd be like, here's 2 songs you might know from the radio, and then 8 pieces of junk.
Right.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
anyway,
Comment
That's
from
deep
British
enough.
Jim here. He says, Darcy, I'm not a drummer. I'm a guitar. I'm a really bad guitarist with onstage amnesia.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, between
Disagree.
two gems.
Disagree. Yeah.
Yeah. We like hearing you play.
So AM versus FM, the golden age of AM, and then the dawning of FM. FM largely responsible for bands, I think, like Led Zeppelin. You'd make the argument.
Yeah,
even
Pink Floyd.
Floyd to it, because those are bands that they didn't put out a single. Led Zeppelin
they
never
did?
put out a single.
What?
Pink Floyd put out, I think, one or two singles.
What did the radio stations just pick it out from the album?
So,
Is that it?
So the guys, the FM guys, people would say, "Hey, you guys got to listen to this," and they'd go, "Oh, Led Zeppelin," and put it on, and they just played, the album, pay 3 or 4 album cuts, and everybody got to know them that
and
way
they became
now I've
considered-
seen Led Zeppelin singles. Is that like after the fact?
after the fact. So now they've got stuff out, but at the time during the 60s, 70s, and 80s, they did not release any singles.
There were no singles released from Sgt. Pepper at the Beatles.
But everybody knew it.
Behest.
Yeah, but they made a movie out of it. Sorry, I had to say that.
Aerosmith were in that movie, right? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to do a deep dive on covers sometime
Oh, that'll be good.
when I'm in a particularly nasty mood.
That's right.
Will you plan that ahead of time?
Yep.
We're looking forward to it.
All
Well,
right.
that actually brings me into something that I wanted to talk about, which we talked about a little bit with what you were saying with cover bands, or is it a cover band if you lose the original singer,
Right.
or the key member of the band is no longer in the band? And then Jim saying he was going to talk about. I actually want to talk about cover songs. That's what I wanted to bring up. So when is it a cover song, and when is it stealing? Because some artists get accused of that. They say, hey, you're just ripping them off, or you're
Right.
just stealing this. And I know, like
the whole song or just part, or it sounds like it?
No, I mean, if it's a true cover, but some people will still say, Van Halen were big about that. A lot of their songs, You Really Got Me. A lot of people don't even know that's a Kinks
The
song.
King song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at what point is it, and they get accused, they're like, you just ripped them off, you just stole this or whatever. And it's like,
But don't they
got
have to give permission?
They get permission.
No, that was a
and they give
legit
credit.
cover with the.
It is, but the accusations get levied.
Is it because but theirs was so much more popular? Or was
it's
it more
hard to-
popular?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, it arguably, it's certainly in that time, it was more popular.
Right.
There's a resurgence, and then you've got bands like Zeppelin, which Jim points out all the time. Half of Zeppelin stuff is rip-offs of other bands that they're not giving credit for because it's not a true cover.
But they always have to get permission, correct, to record
Yeah,
a
you
song?
can't- well, unless you're Vanilla Ice.
Because is that a steal?
It is. He did.
Yeah.
Well, Zeppelin got chased after the fact. They didn't think they'd necessarily become big, so nobody would care. But when all these old blues artists start saying, "Hey, man," so now
You guys
on,
gonna pay us or what?
on Zeppelin albums, you'll see the names of some of the originals, which I suppose on the early Zepp albums, those names aren't on there.
I just got to kiss from Amber.
we gotta get the Amber Cam set up for.
We
next
do.
time.
It was the Bud Cam, but
That's right.
But then there's the what's the point of a cover, which I take.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to talk about because I'm kind of the king of covers. I'm pro covers. Like I love them.
because people want them and they're familiar, right?
Well, yeah, I mean we play in clubs, so that's a different thing. But I'm talking about when a band like I'll pick two of your favorites, Aerosmith and Van Halen, they do covers that are pretty much like the original. It might be a little heavier, or whatever, but it feels to me like the only point is they have a hole on the album and they too dumb
Or
to
is
write
it a
their
form
own
of
song.
respect for the
Oh,
original?
Yeah, I suppose there's a little of that, but I don't know.
Yeah. So for me, like, as a big fan of cover songs, I just like to hear sort of, particularly if it's two artists that I really love. So like at one point, Bowie covered Morrissey, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm good.
You're in heaven. You're in
this is
heaven,
everything I
yeah.
need. And so it's getting an artist that you like's take on another artist, which to me is valuable. I like that, but that's me.
I never thought about it as well. Some people are accused of stealing, so I guess that's. But when I hear of stealing, it's more of they're taking part of the song and adding their own to it, as opposed to
I think
all the lyrics, all the music.
Well, and then sometimes it'll be a situation where it's a younger artist covering an older artist, and so then people will want to dogpile on them because they're a young artist.
Right.
So they're like, "Oh, we don't want to hear from you. You're stealing from so and so from back in the day."
Right.
Oh, I say, huzzah, my friend. And it's like, come on, like.
And part of music is, stealing, borrowing, whatever. It's hard to come up with something totally original. Like
I would think.
I
yeah.
think it was, I don't know if it's
Yeah, Bobby McGee. Yep, Janis Joplin and then Pink's cover. Yep. Sparrow says it's a way of introducing a new audience to the original artist and version too, and I agree.
That's a good point.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Jim.
I think Lana Del Rey, one of those girls, was accused of ripping off Elvis Costello's "Pump It Up."
Yeah.
And he immediately defended her and said, "Well, I ripped that off from somebody."
Because we
So
all
it's-
steal, right?
It's part of it, as long as
Yes. Yep.
you have your own thing. You're just talking about covers. That's not stealing.
Disturbed and Metallica, yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, a lot of people do covers. Beatles.
But
even
isn't-
do covers.
But and then if someone's taking like right now, isn't Bruno Mars saying that Miley Cyrus took?
Yeah, and
And that's not a
It's-
cover. I get that.
it's always
But the music,
interesting-
right?
Yeah, it's always interesting to hear, I guess, contemporaries of each other that are both relevant at the same time. Kind of go, oh, you did that. Oh, you did that. It's like, come on, man. There's only so many notes. There's only
That's
so
got-
many
yeah.
melodies. If it's not just a straight up blatant steal,
Let it go.
Really, you're
Let
just
it
trying to
go.
get paid.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get paid.
Yeah. I don't know where that's going. I don't know where it is at this point.
Yeah.
Not sure.
All right. Well, let's do another Highlander real quick.
Okay.
I wanna see. We'll do one
Let's
more.
hope it's a
one
little
more this
easier
year.
for
We'll see if we
Darcy.
got something a little easier here. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Because that last one, yeah. Not it.
I'm gonna read this one.
Oh. Okay. You are the king. You do whatever you want, Maverick.
At least I'm
That's what
not
she
mad this
said.
week. I'm not happy, but I'm not.
What are you
mad.
not happy about?
I don't know. Just
All right. This will be a little easier.
general.
What was the first concert you attended?
Oh, see, I hate to keep saying this because I'm talking about too much. The Osmonds in Toronto.
Beach Boys for me.
It was 69, so it was either
Up top.
Either the
You're such a child.
I can't remember which was when. It was either the Who or Led Zeppelin, but I'm gonna go with the Who just because it's better for me.
'Cause you always say
Isn't that where you saw them in like a little tiny bar?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's like this place.
Yeah.
first concerts?
Motley Crue and the Scorpions.
Motley Crue and the Scorpions. Wow. That's awesome.
Mine was Floyd.
What? That's wild. Floyd, great.
Floyd.
Marty?
I'm focused on other things right now. So.
First concert.
First concert. Yes, Tuesdays with Maverick Rose.
Tuesdays. Ted, what was your first concert?
Peter Frampton. Oh,
my
that's a good
gosh.
one.
Bro, that is fire.
That's a good one.
All right.
Wait a
yeah.
minute, Ted's a couple years older than me,
Song you like.
and it's Peter Frampton.
First live concert.
Thought it'd be someone cooler than.
The band live? Oh, wow.
Live.
That's cool.
What about you?
Sparrow says Poison with Great White and Warrant. Zen says The Darkness. I was at that show with you.
Brian Adams.
Brian Adams, let's go.
There you
All
go.
right. My favorite Canadian.
It's kind of showing everyone's ages when you say,
I said
first
the
con-
Beach Boys. How old do you think I am?
well, I mean, But Ted Peter
Good
Frampton,
vibrations.
what year? Do you remember?
Mine was Motley Crue and the Scorpions.
72.
72?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the Animals in junior high school. It might have been the same year.
As the Who?
Maybe.
Nice.
You weren't at a bar when you were in 7th grade, were you?
No,
To see
I
the
said
Who.
they were playing at a junior high.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Way to
On
get
a
out of
little
it.
rinky-dink stage.
Way to get out of it.
I wanted to see what I was hoping British Jim would write in and say what his first concert was.
He'll just say
but he
Oasis.
didn't.
He'll
It should-
just say Oasis. That's all.
Maybe.
Was
Oh, Blood, Sweat, and Tears
All
was
right.
actually Ted's first one. Okay, nice.
who? All right.
67.
I still
All
think you can
right.
come up with a cooler one than Frampton of Blood, Sweat, and Tears. No, you, Ted.
Wow. Wow. All right. Do me a favor, Jim. You pick up that guitar over there, and if you would, we were
Ooh.
talking about Astro Bar earlier. Would you do us the honors?
I'll tell you why I don't like doing this.
Why is that?
Why?
You can hear the recording on my website. It's got that.
JimSpelios.com.
It's got
That's
that
right.
magical acoustic sound and a piano tinkling in the background and some
He
production.
said tinkling.
See
He did say tinkling.
Make sure you turn your guitar on now.
All right. This was
All right.
actually I wrote this before the movie, so
Really? Christy says she took Jim to the Black Crowes for his first concert.
That's why he didn't answer you,
That's
because
pretty
he had to
wild.
wait until
That's right.
Christy.
That's right.
Good job.
That's right. Zen put your website in the chat, so anybody that wants to hear more of Jim's music, read his screenplays, etc., contact him directly. His email's up there. You can get in touch with the master cylinder himself out there at JimSpelios.com.
Do you answer if anybody, a fan, sends you
I don't
anything?
think anyone's. So
They're
that
like, I'm trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
that
Christy
so,
said it was 2 years ago.
Oh, now she's just telling on British
Oh, you're
Jim.
killing me.
Jim's going,
So
Christy,
the-
stop.
the website was like 9 months ago, which was
This.
released to the world to kind of a collective yawn. But I'm glad it's there because if anyone needs it, do I need to turn this up too?
Right there.
So musically, this was inspired by, I don't know if you remember, if you don't, look it up. Nestle's Sweet Dreams commercial, 30 seconds. It's probably the prettiest song, one of the prettiest songs in the world. And I tried to do something similar. This ain't as good.
Before you do that, Jim says he does not do concerts. He prefers smaller venues. I would argue that small venues are
Support
still
local.
concerts.
Support local. But it is.
Sorry, go ahead,
It
Jim.
is
Take us
still a
away with
concert.
Astro Bar.
I love my Astro Bar. I love it in my car. I know I won't get far without my Astro Bar.
All right.
You can hear a better version on the website.
I've heard it.
That's awesome.
All right.
That's cool
So
stuff. So that's Astro Bar.
yeah. So I wrote it before I wrote that screenplay, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I kind of worked it in.
Is it a commercial?
So it.
Well, I wrote a screenplay that we were trying to get filmed. Maverick was going to play the lead role about a Vietnam vet set in '79. Had a bad experience with a candy bar, so I made one up. He,
Astor Bar. Hence
yeah,
Astor Bar.
His group
What
shot
kind of bad experience did he have with a candy bar? Or do we need to wait?
in NAMM.
In the movie.
In NAMM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, no, I
his,
knew it was in the movie. Yeah.
His platoon shot a little kid because they thought he was pulling a gun. That was a candy bar.
Oh
So
my
he's
God,
haunted
that's-
by it.
That's very deep and
There's
heavy.
a commercial where he's watching the TV and that song plays with,
And trigger some PTSD.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. All right.
Yeah, man. But the commercial for it that he designed that plays in the film.
Yeah, I thought you said we can film that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
we'll get
I
it
want to
done.
see it.
Yeah, we'll get it done.
I want to see it.
All
With
right.
the special effects, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Just do it. Just do it.
Hey, do me a favor. Unplug your guitar and plug it back in real quick. I want to make sure I'm getting good signal because it seems like maybe right now I'm not.
Should I turn it off?
Yeah, turn it off, turn it back on again. Let's see. Technical difficulties right now.
Is that our first ones this time? That's
I
good.
think so. Yeah.
We got pretty far.
Other than me getting to play with the soundboard.
So it wasn't
Well.
coming through good?
No. Try now.
Sure I don't need to turn this up?
I think that's off, isn't it?
Maybe. We'll see
No.
what happens. This is how the magic gets made right here. I got
don't
nothing. Okay, hold on. There it is. Now I got something.
Oh, see?
Oh, there you go.
That's what I'm talking
That
about.
sounded
Man. That's
good.
nice.
That
There we
sounded
go.
All right,
There we
delete
go.
the first one.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Go back
Edit,
and
edit.
Just unwatch that out there. If you,
There you go. There
it's
you
good
go.
times, man. I think I want to play.
Are you
Can I
gonna play?
Go ahead.
We'd love to hear you play. That's a cool guitar.
People seem to like this one.
It's different.
It's fun. It's small.
Is it called something?
It's I don't want to like shill for them or whatever, but it's Inya. They make a lot of ukuleles, but this is a carbon fiber travel style guitar.
It's
So.
pretty cool. I love the color.
Do you have a name for it?
I didn't name this one. I actually don't like it that much.
Do you name your guitars?
The ones that I really like, I do. Yeah.
Like what
And
kind of
I-
names?
I always name them after songs.
Oh,
So
okay.
I've got like Billie Jean and Lola.
Ah, okay.
I end up having a lot of guitars. I buy, sell, trade all the time.
Yeah.
Like right now I have like 12 guitars at the house.
And how many do you play?
I mean, I play all of them, but all but like one or two of them. But the issue is because I don't always keep them more than 3 or 4 months. So they have to be ones that I like. That
So you
I'm
don't
gonna-
get too
that's
attached.
gonna
So you
hang
don't
around.
name them.
exactly.
Yeah.
So they're more generally they're more tools for me. They're
Yeah.
not but the ones that I get
They're not
attached to,
attachments.
I do name the ones that I keep.
How many do you have, Jim? You keep yours a long time,
no,
right?
I don't collect guitars. I only got 3.
Yeah. But you keep them for a long time. Uh-oh.
Except when I
Not
bust
my
them.
tuna.
Not your tuna.
I call this one Little Dory.
Little Dory.
It's from the movie.
What
Because
movie?
of the color.
What? Oh,
Finding Dory.
Finding Dora.
Finding Dora.
Is it
No.
Dora or Dory?
Dory.
It is Dory?
Yep.
Okay. Finding Nemo.
Thank you. Dory was one of the fish. But
Yes.
It looks like the.
There you go.
I never saw the movie, so I
Isn't
don't
that appropriate? Yes, it is. All right, Maverick, what are you going to give us here?
That's what she said.
I'm good.
Corey Taylor ripoff, Peter Chris. when he covered Hard Luck Woman, or am I a mess? When is a cover song not just a song, but a wedge for two friends to no longer get along? Well, I don't know, but I can imagine that if you cover a song in an impure fashion, someone will call you out. They'll call you out. When is a band a cover band? When the lead singer quits and moves to Japan. This is the live from Budokan version. That's all that I can say. I prefer the band in the original way. Team Dave. And it could come between two friends. If you really let it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I have a dream that I can cover a Master Cylinder song. I wanna talk about her walking in her skin-tight jeans. She could walk into town a waitress, but leave a thief. And we could make love in 7 states, but that would leave 43. But would Jim let me cover one of his songs?
Yes.
And if I cover it, would we still get along? All due respect, all due respect. I swear that cop had my dad's face. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I want to thank everybody for continuing to rock with us out here at the Maverick Rose Music Hour. We would not be able to do this without you all.
We appreciate it. Like,
That's
follow,
right.
share.
That's right. So for all of you that are still here, we got another hour coming at you with performances from Jim and I.
Yeah, it's still here.
There it is. All right. All right. I want to do one more Highlander before we go.
You do?
I do.
You really do?
I really do.
He really does, Jim. That's like 4 then tonight.
That's right.
That's a
well, it's
lot.
interesting because we have 4 tokens. So 4 is kind of the magic number.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
All right.
So let's see. Let's see what we got. All right. Some applause. What's your favorite music video of all time? November Rain. Excellent. What else we got? What was same? Both of you, or what's yours? Okay, he's gonna think about it. Favorite music video of all time?
I myself am not going to think about it.
Oh,
You do not have one, do you?
I can find some I like, but I have more important things to do, like grade the dead skin off the bottom of my feet.
oh no, Jim.
I don't know if this is my favorite
Jim
all
hates
time, but
MTV,
one of
man.
my favorites is Money for Nothing.
Money for it's so good, so
Yeah,
good.
Dire
The
Straits.
animations
Yep,
and
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my faves.
Zen says music videos. That's too much spectacle for me.
That's right.
What's yours?
Christy says "Take on Me" by Aha.
I was
That's a
thinking
great
that
one,
too. I was thinking that too.
I like "White Wedding," Billy Idol.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
because that is the first music video I ever saw.
Is it really?
I was this high and I was looking up at the TV. I said, I want to do that when I grow up. Hey, Thriller. All right.
That's a good one.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Steve Vai for the Love of God. That's a good one. All right.
And showing my MTV days, I loved Huey Lewis videos.
Sure.
And
I know I said with Highlander there could be only one, but Pretty Woman, Van Halen, it's kind of an epic video.
there's just some great ones.
I like it because it has a midget.
And as a girl in college, Careless Whisper by George
Which now you're not
Michael
allowed to
got
say, I guess it would
everybody.
be Little People. Yeah,
What?
Careless Whispers.
Careless,
awesome.
that was
Yeah.
everybody kind of swooned over
What
that
about
one.
Faith? He's in those tight jeans with the
Yeah,
guitar.
Careless
No?
Whisper did it better. Careless Whisper was better.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye to all of you on YouTube, but we're going to go live for the people here
Nice.
in the bar. So
Nice.
thank you all. We will see you next week. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
MaverickRoseMusic.com.
That's right. MaverickRoseMusic.com. Hold on. I put that up on the screen.
Thank you all. We appreciate it.
Oh, that's right.